My name is Devang. I am semester 3 student, and today I am going to talk about amendment of the Constitution, Article 368 in relation to the fundamental rights. So in very simple terms, what I am going to talk about is whether the Parliament has the power to amend the fundamental rights or not. And this legal issue came before the Supreme Court of India in the landmark cases of Golaknath in 1967 and in the Kesavananda Bharti case in 1973. So the legal issue before the Supreme Court of India was whether the Parliament had the power to amend the Part 3 of the Constitution which deals with the fundamental rights. And in the Golaknath case, the Supreme Court of India, which was dealt by a full bench at the time, ruled out that the Parliament did not have the powers to amend the fundamental rights in a way to curtail, limit, restrict or deprive any of the rights. And this was in quite sharp contrast of Article 368 of the Constitution, because Article 368 does give the power and the procedure to amend any provision of the Constitution. So this particular judgment was highly criticized at the time in India and abroad. So when the same subject matter came before the Supreme Court in the year 1973 in the Kesavananda Bharti case, and the legal issue was the same whether the Supreme Court in this particular case overruled the judgment of the Golaknath, and it ruled out that the Parliament did have the powers to actually amend the fundamental rights in a way to curtail, limit, restrict or to deprive any of the rights. But it also added that the basic structure or the framework of the Constitution could not be altered. So I repeat, in the Kesavananda Bharti case, it was ruled by a full 11 bench of the judges at the time, which overruled actually, to be accurate, that the Parliament has the power to amend the fundamental rights in a way to curtail, limit, restrict or to deprive any of the rights. But they cannot alter the basic structure or the framework of the Constitution. So now, what is basic structure or the basic elements of the Constitution? So the basic structure or the framework of the Constitution is the independence of the judiciary, the secular feature of our Constitution, the separation of the powers, the supremacy of the Constitution. So all these basic elements of the Constitution which are mentioned in the preamble, they cannot be altered, which was very well mentioned in the Kesavananda Bharti case. So yes, the Parliament has the power to amend the Constitution, to amend the fundamental rights, Part 3 of the Constitution, but the Parliament cannot be altered, which was very well mentioned in the Kesavananda Bharti case. So yes, the Parliament has the power to amend the Constitution, to amend the fundamental rights, Part 3 of the Constitution, but the Parliament cannot alter the basic structure or the framework of the Constitution. So that is the legal position today on amendment of the Constitution in relation to the fundamental rights as per the Kesavananda Bharti.